So here's how you turn in your assignments if you haven't figured this out yet. When we first started, we did the Be the Change assignment. You downloaded this one, or you opened it, I should say. You made a copy of it. You copied and pasted the quotes in here, and then you turned it in and submitted it here. For the other assignments, particularly this one, you're going to upload your assignment by clicking on Add, File, click Select Files from your computer, clicking on Desktop if that's where you saved it. And then in this case, I've got more than one. I've actually got three. So I'm going to click on this bottom one, hold the Shift key down, and click on the top one. I'm going to open that up, and then I'm going to click Upload. Notice the size of these three documents, 6.3 megabytes. What we're ultimately going to do is we're going to save those in our Google Drive, and then we're going to save JPEGs of each of those two, which will be your final. And I'll show you how to do that in another video. After you upload your files, click Turn In, and then click Turn In again. So there's a lot of things that we can upload here. And that's how we're going to turn in our work. When you want to work on your files that you've submitted, you need to unsubmit this. And because you've saved them to your Google Drive also, you can delete them from here. And then after you've worked on them and saved them as JPEG, you can add them again here. One other way to add them is to put them in your Google Drive. Make sure that you're putting them in your 7th grade or 8th grade folder. Go to the folder where they're supposed to be. I'm going to minimize this. You can select and drag more than one item like this by clicking and dragging a rectangle, and as long as they highlight, you've got them selected, and then you can simply drag them in here. Since there are files in here that are identical, I'm going to click Update Existing, which will overwrite the old file and give me the new file. One of the things I'm seeing on a lot of your files, if you notice when you're changing the names of the files, if you see parentheses and 1, 2, 3, 4, not a good example anywhere here because this has been cleaned out. But anytime you see a parentheses on a document like this, sometimes you'll see something like this. That means that document's been downloaded multiple times into the Downloads folder. This is a better example down here because this one's been downloaded by several people in each class. It just doesn't currently have the parentheses in it. And I'm just adding it in here on the desktop to give you an example. But anytime you see this, this just means that it's been uploaded several times. Make sure to always change this by clicking on it one time and then deleting these. And then making sure that you put the correct period number and also change this to your name. And don't misspell your name like I just did. So these are the files that you're going to upload. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in here as an example. Then when you go to your Google Classroom, now that they're in your Google Drive, the other choice I can make is click Add from Google Drive. And the most recent ones that I've done should be here at the top of the page. So I'm just going to select one of these for now and add it. And then turn it in. And click Turn In again. Please make sure before you leave every day to go back into the Downloads folder, select all of these and delete them by holding the Command key down and tapping the Delete key. That puts them in the trash can, which you can then go to the trash can here and click Empty. The other way to do it is to select the things like I have here on the desktop and either dump them in the trash by clicking and dragging this way and putting them in the trash, or the quicker way again is to hold the Command key down and tap the Delete key. And then the other way to empty the trash is holding the Command, Option, and Shift keys down with your left hand and tapping the Delete key again, and it will delete everything that's in the trash can. Again, those are keyboard shortcuts, and that's how you do that with the keyboard. One more thing, do not ever forget, please, is to always log out, sign out of everything. Most of the time when you sign out of one Google thing, it will sign out of all of them. The other thing that you can do that's always a good idea, so that no one can get into your account, is to remove your account every time when you're finished. It's just one more step that you can take to prevent people from messing with your stuff.